Look, I'm going to actually probably do a more detailed training on this. So for those that are on here, I did when I just touched on it the other day. I had two or three people reach out and say, "Look, that sounds really interesting." So I will spend when the time's right on a strategy session, hopefully over the coming weeks to really like roll through a tool that could potentially assist you promote Shopley as a business, but B, could help you grow your business as well. As Rachel mentioned, my background, entrepreneur, 25 years, have built two networking companies to their highest level, but also owned five fitness clubs, set up 22 franchises, investor in multiple different companies, Australia's largest online education company called The Entourage, plus tech companies, etc., etc. And when AI started coming out, I started to try and really sink my teeth in to learn a little bit about it before ChatGPT. So there was a platform called Jasper, and as a content creator, I started producing content using AI back as early as 2020, and then just wanted to evolve and have my own tool suite and so on. And when Shopley come along for me, I thought, wow, this brings innovation, tech, e-commerce, content, personal brand, opens the door up for so many different offerings, which is why I've stuck fat with the journey with the big idea from day one to want to see the evolution through to what we are now with Shopley 3.0. But I was sitting back and thought, maybe my tools, my services would be a great fit for Shopley because I have a tool that a lot of businesses out there really, really need, and B, a lot of businesses don't have the budgets to be able to have their own full-time employees like I do. So I offer my services in regards to digital marketing, etc., as packages that people may want to buy as influencer pros, within the system, or they may say, "Hey, I've actually got three or four friends that have their own business that really need to get their digital marketing up to scratch, and they don't have the budget for a full-time employee on the book, so they could buy packages." So I've set it up so you'd be able to sell packages ranging from $500 to 2,000. And if anyone reached out and said, "Look, I do have someone interested, they need someone for a project for 90 days, I can do a custom build and add in." But I thought I'd just start with three simple packages to start with. And if you don't mind, if I share, Rachel, my hang on, you know, can you see my um, page now,
Yep,
Rachel?
can see that, Craig.
Okay, so Line in the Sand Marketing is my store. So this is a logo here. I'm offering three content packages ranging from $500 up to $2,000. I said I can change and add and do it accordingly. All of those include a consult with me. I oversee the whole projects. I have staff that work in my agency to fulfill on the brief, I would say, for individuals. But it could be a vendor that comes onto the platform and they would like some content for their socials and they might need X amount of hours done. We could support a vendor, we could support an influencer pro that was interested in looking to build out a little bit more of a social media presence for their own personal brand. Or it could be, you might have clients that need the services as well. So, marketing and content done for you is in three packages, can be more. But the tool that I want to share with you that you may find is a really good product to get to market for businesses that are looking to grow and evolve. And it's a tool that I've got here in AI called Dream List Finder. Now, one of the biggest challenges and problems as businesses have is they don't have people to speak with. They don't know how to market their business properly, and they find it significantly challenging. So this tool here actually uses AI to scour the entire internet. So if anybody's listed anywhere on the internet, this can find the prospect. So I say it connects businesses to their perfect prospects. It's not a lead, or it's a prospect, and a prospect is somebody that then is a contact that you need to go out and grow and connect with and establish a relationship. So it's not 700 leads, it's 700 people that you now know their details and how to connect with them. And I'm going to do a bit more of a deep dive into this tool and how you can apply it. But we're sitting in the back end of it now. Rachel, you can see Dreamlist Finder.
Yes, can.
Yep. Cool. So basically, Dreamlist Finder is a tool that connects people to perfect prospects under different formats of searches. So, for example, find people in a specific industry in a given area. So, I might say, for example, I am looking for every CEO that lives in Austin, Texas, for argument's sake. So, I'm looking for a career, a profession. I might say I'm looking for digital marketers in Miami. And if I use this search function here, this will scour the internet, in particular in this one, LinkedIn search, and it uses 3 credits per search. It pulls up 10 at a time, so you can keep on adding to it. I will do a brief demo here for you shortly, but this will start searching for the people that you're absolutely interested in finding. Then from there, it's your result to go and connect with those people. Local search is a search that's designed to find businesses that you would like to connect with. So, for example, you might say, I'm looking for every personal trainer that lives in the United States of America, and this will basically go and on their Google, where they put themselves anywhere on the internet, we'll start finding those people. And again, this time it will use 1 credit per search, and it'll pick up 10 to 20 at a time. So you can then say, I'm up to 100 credits. That's the 100 people that I want to connect with. Again, let's say that you wanted to find people in the corporate world, and it was, you were looking for anyone that had a bank email address. You would simply use domain search, and domain search basically in Australia it's ANZ Bank. So I'd put in www.anzbank.com, and if their email address and details are live and available online, it will pull them all into a list. Similarly, we've got influencer search, and when I do the training, I will spend a bit of time on this because this can really expand out into helping you have plenty of prospects to connect with for Shoply, for your own business. But you think about all the businesses out there on the internet that really need people to speak to for their business. So I'm just going to do a local search live for you now. So it is business type. Let's say, for example, I am looking for hairdresser in Miami, Florida. I'm going to create a new list, and it is hairdresser, Florida, Miami, just so I know that I can look it up. It's telling me the type of search that I'm doing. Just bear with it. And then I continue. So now what it's doing is it's searching the internet. The AI tool is designed to find people that meet that criteria. Now, I can now go, this is where they all are. But if I wanted to, I could then say, okay, find them in Hollywood, Miami. And it would, so I can use the map search to start locating more people, or continue. So it's now scouring the internet. Now it's found more up there. It's adding them to this list down here. I could scroll down and go load more for me. And it's just added another 13 to my list. So you think about how many businesses out there, if you were a fitness trainer and you wanted to connect with every physiotherapist in your area, or every osteopath in the area, or every massage therapist in your local area, a tool like this can certainly speed up the process, save you time, and so on. So I've just given you an example there. I could then go and start adding in by the suburbs and really honing in and niching down to find all the hairdressers. Now I have enough. It's pulled out, maybe 50 or 60 of credits of mine. I go to the list. Now I've gone to the list. It's pulled in the data. It says this business here has a 5-star Google rating. This is their address. They have one email on the internet. This is their contact details. And if I want to pay for more credits, I could use the AI assistant to write a subject line to the person, to look at competitors, to generate a direct message to the person. And this one here is given there, their Google ratings low, or lower, it's still fine, and it's saying that they're 68, and it's got their phone number, no email for this person. So what I can do, if I have a CRM, like a database, which I do, I'll select all that have email found, and I will send them across to my email list, and I'll tag it, and I'll have a tag in there, hairdressers in Miami. So in my email campaigns, I can go, I've selected everyone. It says that there's 34 people that I can write an email to. So I would then use my database and write a cold email to, specifically to hairdressers in the area, depending on what I'm wanting to outreach to them for. And again, I'll expand a little bit more on this in a training, because people might want to go to potential influencer pros looking to grow their business, and they might say, well, I've tried network marketing before, I've tried building an e-commerce, I just don't have a very good list. Now, your response to that would be, hey, you realize if you come on board with Shoply, a part of your $7.99, there's actually one brand on there that has a $300 product that can connect you with 500 to 700 perfect prospects immediately. So this tool is set up as a onboarding $300 product package. So the objection of I don't have anybody to speak to is covered. And the search is endless. I will show you a few searches that I've done. So my saved list, you can see that I've actually invested a lot of money. I've been using and building this tool for a very, very, very long time, 4 to 5 years. Been looking for personal trainers for this. This is a client of mine, personal trainers. So I've been using the influencer search to find out influencers that specialize in active wear. Guess what I have on the business, on Shoply? Tala Collection is an active wear brand that I bought onto Shoply. This is one that I actually did for Rachel, for her husband, just as a test, to help find restaurants in the local area. So some of these are for clients of mine, but I used the local search to try and find Shopify store owners in Melbourne, YouTubers in Miami, fitness trainers in different states of America, and then I send the people across to my database. Or if you don't have a sophisticated setup, I just set up Google Sheets and I have their details and that there. And as you can see here, I've created a of outreach to that person, outreach to that person, outreach to that person, all the way down here. If I scroll to the bottom, there's over 1,500 people I'm outreaching to try and connect with, to have a conversation about. And sometimes I might add a little bit of information. This person was interested in product, this person was interested in Influencer Pro, and so on and so on and so on. But I'm happy to do a more detailed training on Dream List Finder, but also, am I back on without sharing screen now, Rach?
You are, yes.
Yeah, cool. And that's just giving a bit of a tip of the iceberg. When I show you influencer search as an option and I enrich data, it literally does a full report on who follows them, what are their best reels, what are their best platforms, reaches, what languages, does a full detailed report. But if you start clicking through that report, it will lead you to other potential influencers to connect with. It will lead you to potential brands that are on Shopify. So you can spend like an hour or two and generate a heap of your own prospects. Now, if you want, you can actually just go online and start Googling things and doing it all manual and messing around there. That's certainly an option to do it for free. It's just time consuming, etc. Using a tool like this can certainly help with your Shoply business. But you think about all the businesses out there, what is their biggest bottleneck? People to speak to. And this here helps connect people to their perfect prospects. So that's a little bit about mine, and also the consulting services side. I've built packages up as well so people can just engage in small projects rather than have to invest in a full employee as well. But you're getting my expertise overseeing it. And as mentioned, podcast host, done a lot of things, digital course creator, spoke all over the world, and done a lot of things in a lot of different industries as well. So that's a bit about what I've put
Thank
up there.
you so much, Craig. I'm just sharing my screen here, showing people your store. Now, have had a few questions coming through in the chat about how to share a store in its entirety. So, if we're looking at Craig's store here, and this would be the same for Simpler Health that we've had on, and the other merchants that we had on last week and the week before. As in George from Success Coffee, etc. You can hit Facebook, you can hit WhatsApp, you can copy the link to paste it into Instagram, you can text it. It's all shareable here. That is sharing the store in its entirety. If you go down here to all of Craig's products, you could go, okay, amazing. I want to have a look at this one. And it's all the same here. So you're just sharing the link to that particular product. So there's two options for sharing there, the product itself and the store in its in entirety. So, that's where you find Craig on there. Thanks again, Craig. That is an amazing tool. And I think it is going to really help people in building their business for sure. So, and thank you to each and every one of you out there for joining us today. We've had two incredible vendors on. We have more merchants lined up over the coming weeks that are jumping in to put their name down. So each and every one of you out there can understand a little bit more about what they can provide you. So once again, I thank you for spending the last hour with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Bye, guys.